I'm super excited to introduce my next guest, Anna Roselli. And Anna is a really special, special woman. We're so excited to have you here tonight.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Well, Anna is a spiritual teacher, a meditation teacher, and now an author. So excited that I am actually holding your new book here, Love is Forgiveness. And I know that you use your spiritual name here, Jyoti.
Yes.
So first, can you share with our viewers a little bit about your spiritual name, Jyoti, where that came from, and how it came about that you wrote this new book, this special book, Love is Forgiveness?
Sure, thank you. Well, it was a time of my life when I was caught in a lot of confusion. And I joined a class of A Course in Miracle, and during one of the class, my teacher was asking, "Who are you?" And I didn't even know how to answer that question, because I said to him, "Well, truly, I don't really know who am I. My birth certificate says that I'm Ana Luisa."
Right, because I just introduced you that way.
Yeah, yes. And then my family called me Gina. When I came to the United States, I called myself Anna, thinking that by changing my name, I will change my past. And sure enough, nothing changed except my name. So,
and also labels too, because your mom, like, you know,
Yes.
wear so many different hats.
Yes.
Career person,
Yes.
you know, a partner.
Yes. So my teacher looked at me and said, "You are Jyoti." And I said, "No, I don't need another name."
Another one to add on top
Another
of all
name.
the
I
others.
said, but then he looked at me and said, "Jyoti means you are the light, you are the knowledge, you are the knower." And so I accept that name, and knowing that I am the light, things begin to shift inside of me.
Wow, so that's a really big change
Yeah.
from thinking that your identity of your birth name
Yes.
or a label, you know, for a role that we play in life, to all of a
Yeah.
sudden you are light.
Yeah.
That just even sounds
Oh, it's-
magnificent, just sounds,
Yes,
feels good, just saying it, right?
Yes, it's magnificent, and the feeling that comes with it, it's even greater. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like so many other things started to happen. So you received this new name and this new identity of being the light, being this magnificent bright light.
Yeah.
And then what else happened, because you talk about forgiveness in this book?
Whew, forgiveness. I was living my life carrying this cloud on top of me that didn't allow me to live in freedom. And you know, when you have that feeling inside of you that something
Heavy.
is just not right, and you feel like you carry that on your shoulders throughout your life, it's something that yes, it weighs very heavy on your shoulders.
The opposite
And-
of light, it's heavy.
Yes, and so I enroll into this journey where I begin to discover myself. I begin to discover my truth and my creation, and it had nothing to do with the labels and the situation and everything that happened to me in the past. I come from a very critical child upbringing. So in my family there was a tragedy when my father killed my mother, and I was only 2 years old when I was placed in an orphanage. It was a Catholic orphanage, and you go through a big ordeal of abuse when you are an orphan, and there's nobody there for you. So then I married, and again, in that confusion, I thought I was marrying someone that could have, loved me, but it turned out to be another abusive situation. So then, for 4 children on my side, I decided that I didn't want to have for my children the same life that I had lived through.
Wow, since you were little, so you're
Since I was
so
little,
courageous sharing your story with our viewers.
Yeah.
Though it takes a lot of courage to be able to speak, to help others, what you've experienced, especially at the level that you experienced that tragedy as a really young child.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For sharing that.
Thank you.
And so you're so brave. And so when you talk about forgiveness, you really speak about a wounding, a pain that is so enormous that happened when you were a young child. And then here you are placed in an orphanage without your family. And then you grow up and you get married and you find the pattern repeating itself. And then again, you have to get even stronger again for your family.
Yes, my children became my why. The reason why I needed to take responsibility for the way I was feeling, because this situation, this pattern was going from my generation to my children's generation, and now with my grandchildren, it was a chain that kept on going. So it's when I said no more, and I took responsibility for the way I was feeling, that things began to change for me. And forgiveness is a beautiful thing, because you think that you are forgiving someone else, but truly you receive the gift of forgiveness. There is a saying that if unforgiven acts or thoughts, it's kind of like drinking poison and wishing that the other person will die. So,
and you're drinking it,
yes,
because you're holding on to the anger,
yes,
and the resentment,
exactly, and all this everything that you feel, it's hidden in your unconscious mind, so you're not even aware of it. So I did a lot of work. It took 4 years of therapy to clean up the stuff in the garbage that I had stuffed, the shame and the resentment and the anger that I had inside of me, which I was not aware. And until I had my children, everything was fine, because they provided a lifeline for me. So I am gone on the business of the day, doing.
Yeah, because you're so busy.
Working.
You're taking care of kids, and you're working.
Yes, and then all of a sudden I had this free time. I lost my role. I lost my identity when my children moved away and they married. And all of a sudden everything sunk in. Who am I? Who am I? I'm no longer a mother. I'm no longer someone that needs to take care of anybody. So I was lost, completely lost, and there is this fear that takes over your whole system when you just don't know your worth. You just no longer know what you have to offer to this world. And that's when I enrolled into the Course in Miracle. There is many different modalities that I took to achieve to feel the way I feel now.
So you
to
went
feel
seeking.
this freedom, yeah. And I mean, I don't know which one was better than the other one, but all of them helped
Together.
me.
It's a layering effect.
Yes. And there was bioenergetic, NLP, and hypnotherapy.
So it's all about reprogramming the subconscious mind and stories, going back and thinking of the past over and over and over again, so that you can release it, find forgiveness, and then allow your light
to shine. Exactly, it's the shine, and the feeling that comes with it, it's undescribable. You have to experience. You have to experience what it feels like to let go and say, that doesn't belong to me, and give it back to the people that they hurt you. But also the true forgiveness, to be able to see the persons and the people who have hurt you in the past with the same light that you have inside of you. So you have to remember that they were an innocent child at one time, and they
a beautiful
too,
baby that's born in innocence.
Yes, and so if they did that to me, that means that someone else abused them as well. So you develop compassion.
So that's where you say love is forgiveness.
Yes.
So if you're holding on to the anger and the fear, then the opposite side of that is love and light.
Exactly, yes. And once you find love, you can move freely, you have better clarity, you attract abundance into your life, because you come from a place that it's from your heart, and it's kind of like doing big house cleaning inside of you.
I
you
like
know?
that
Yeah.
analogy, doing a big house
Big
cleaning.
house cleaning. It's like take a pressure cleaner and wipe everything inside of you.
Yeah.
Wipe it away and send them out, and then you can really enjoy the beautiful walls of your house, and that's the inside of you, your heart.
So in just knowing that it's possible for someone like you, Anna, that you were able to get to that place of forgiveness and be able to allow your light to shine, and where you help other people now as a meditation teacher and as a spiritual teacher and as an author and a speaker. I know that you speak to various different groups. You really want to share that this message of possibility is available to everyone. So how can our viewers get in touch with you, and how can they get your book and have, maybe even have you come speak to their group?
Sure. They can contact me at Jyoti, Jyoti, loveisforgiveness.com, or my website, essentialtoolsforthriving.com.
Wow. Thank you so much. And then do you have any words of wisdom that you could share with our viewers? Just one small first step that someone could take to make a difference.
Sure. Take action. If you're not living the life that you want, it's up to you to take the first step. No one can do it for you. You have to say, I'm ready, and just be willing. It's a tough road, but it's worth it.
I love that. Take action now. Thank you so much, Anna, for being
welcome.
on the
Thank
show,
you
and
so
much
much.
success with your book.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Loved
It's
having
an
you
honor.
here. Thank you.